doing, baby? It's me, Effie Sue Washington here. Well, I done sit back and took it all I can. But friends, I got to tell you, Effie Sue bullshit meter done hit an all-time high mark. And I ain't got no choice but to weigh in on this whole Phil Robertson controversy. There come a time when one's got to say bullshit is just that. B-U-L-L shit with a capital S-H-I-T. Now is the time. So let's start with A&E. First of all, bullshit to you, A and fucking E. Now let me get this straight. You take a bunch of self-proclaimed rednecks from the redneck backwoods capital of the world, North Louisiana, put them on TV, then you gonna punish them cause they be acting like what you wanted them to act like all along? Bullshit. You and I both know it. You, I, and everybody know that when the comments started making the news, in the back room somewhere, some high-dollar, white-collar motherfuckers at Mickey Mouse Incorporated, the fucking parent company of this piece-of-shit cable network, started high-fiving each other saying, oh, baby, we're gonna rake in the dough now. That's why the story got released in the first place. The gay community, which primarily 90, if not 99.9% of had never even heard of Duck Dynasty prior to this, is most likely sitting back saying, who the fuck is Phil Robinson? And most importantly, who dresses this man? Why you won't go and try to piss off an entire segment of the population using something they don't give a rat's ass about? I'll tell you why. For your own self-serving selfishness, that's why. And G fucking Q. Bullshit to you too. Prior to this outbreak of hypocrisy, who the fuck even knew GQ still existed? Well, except for the 200 readers that have followed you so faithfully over the past years. I guarantee you that since Phil Robertson come out in that article, the people that have ever even heard of GQ has increased by more people than ever knew it existed in the first place. And now, that is exactly the number of people who have vowed to never, ever, ever read this piece of shit publication again. Sort of fucked your own self there, didn't you, GQ? But I digress. And for you rednecks, that means Effie Sue taking an exit for a minute, but I'm back on track now. So let me get this straight. You take a show that in just 2 short years has become the most watched cable show of any cable network ever, largely due to the fact it's a bunch of bearded, backwoods, wildlife hunting good old boys who still believe in family eating together and praying after the meal. And you decide, somehow, we got to make a freak show out of this. If you ask me, you people are jerking around with a higher power that, quite frankly, I wouldn't want to fuck with. But hey, to each his own. So you suspend Phil. Well, you didn't really suspend him. I mean, after all, season 5 was already in the bank, already recorded, set to start in January, and you never, that's right, never ever said one fucking word about canceling it either. Oh, no, Nor did you stop airing the reruns of the shows that did have Phil Robertson on there, or taking any money from the advertisers that supported the show either. As a matter of fact, the minute I heard about Phil Robertson's suspension, I ran to my TV to see if it was true. What did I see? A fucking Duck Dynasty marathon. 8 fucking hours back to fucking back of the person you had supposedly suspended? Hey, as Uncle Si would say, something ain't adding up here. Now, what was in question was season number 6. And the reason it was most likely in question was because the patriarch of the family made it known that the filming of this bullshit show was cutting into his hunting time. Now that is a man, if you ask me. Not some silk suit wearing, think tanking, data applying, bullshit artist network executive. Yeah, you know who the fuck you are. I mean, here's a man who took his bare hands, cut down trees, and used a carving knife to turn it into a multi-million-dollar business. He didn't have to ride the coattails of an imaginary cartoon character whose creators have spent a lifetime trying to convince little children to hate Daddy because he shot Bambi or Donald fucking Duck. And what happened when the millions of faithful Phil Robertson fans stepped up and said, hey, duck you, A&E? Somebody retreated and said, well, we forgive Brother Phil. All is right in the house of the Lord, and most importantly, in the house of Walt. The millions of dollars will keep on coming in. Well, at least for one more season. And all this took what? 6 days? I mean, counting Christmas and the weekends before and after, which means the whole fucking ordeal lasted a total of about 24 fucking hours. Last but not least, who come out the woodwork to express his opinion about a situation that had absolutely nothing to do with him? Who else? Jesse Jackson, the high exalted reverend of the church that ain't got a clue. Jesse Jackson, who don't know a fucking duck from a dingleberry. He got to weigh in too. Hey, bullshit is bullshit. If you ask Effie Sue, that's exactly what all this is. When everything is said and done, Phil Robertson will still be killing ducks, praising the Lord, and speaking his mind. A&E, they're gonna milk this redneck big titty cow as long as they can. GQ, they enjoy their 15 minutes of fame and then go back to serving their now 199 readers. The gay community will continue to not give a shit about any of this and wonder who the fuck ever thought camouflage was fashionable. And as for Effie Sue, well, I'll be right here drinking Schlitz malt liquor bull, watching Duck Dynasty marathons. Peace out, chillin'.